live from Grogs. It's the show that covers the actual Grammys, the creative arts.
Emmys.
Emmys?
Emmys?
Am I covering the Emmys or am I not? It's Taps and Takes.
You want to start over?
No.
No?
Let's roll.
You just go with it?
Drew, I don't know if you know this about me,
Yeah.
but when I say let's roll, I'm ready to roll. I'm ready to roll.
Good morning.
I'm ready to roll.
It is Friday, baby.
Friday morning.
We love
having
a
good
Friday.
times.
Oh, yeah. We're live from Grogs, kind of. I mean, we're technically live
We are live.
in our old studio at twitch.tv/The Do-Over Podcast. Go ahead and check that out after you watch Taps and Takes.
Yeah, it's only like an hour.
Yeah, we talk all of that nerd news, all that sports news, all that good, you know, stuff you like.
All that Emmy news.
Emmy news. Emmys.
Emmys?
The actual Grammys happened.
Grammys?
That's what you said.
I didn't say Grammys.
How much you want to bet?
I said Emmys.
You said Grammys.
No, I said Emmys with an A.
Buddy, we can roll tape.
Grammys. We'll figure it out.
Anyways, good morning. We are here thanks to Grogs, traditional Irish pub at the northeast corner.
It's on a corner.
It's on a corner.
And it's working.
And it's waiting for you. Get all that deliciousness up in your body. Food, booze, you know how it works. Shout out to Royce. And we come here every single Tuesday, but airs on Friday. All of that good weekly sports and nerd news. And there's a lot of sports.
There's a lot of nerd news.
And I must say I'm very happy because our fair use of the music that we use for the fantasy football recap, not strucken down by the YouTube gods.
Well, that's nice.
That is nice.
That is nice.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah,
So we're smooth right now.
Yeah, we're working.
We're working with the people.
Now, Elliot,
Now, Drew,
you've been gone forever.
I really have.
You went and worked a golf tournament.
Yeah, the Procore Championship. Shout out Scotty. Scotty with a big win.
Yeah. Elliot's like, you know what? You guys are not important. I'm now a sportsman.
Trying to be.
And I'm a sportsman. I'm going to go and ignore all the good work that we're doing so I could go sit there while people putt.
It's not true.
Yeah.
It's not true.
I tried calling you and you're like, someone's on the green.
Yeah. You have to shh.
You could. No, you should.
There's quite literally people with signs that say quiet.
This is what you should have done. You
They say
should
quiet.
answer like, yeah. How's it going? I'm Elliot.
I'm just volunteering, but I can't talk.
I'm not getting paid to be here.
Could be like you and just speakerphone it.
Yeah, speakerphone it.
Yeah, I'm at this tournament. I can talk. What's going on? No. Why? I did that.
Anyways, it's going to be a good week this week. A lot of stuff to talk about.
Yes.
Elliot, before we get started, I must say a couple things.
Say a few.
Okay, I'm going to do that.
Not a couple, a few.
I love how much my daughter Taylor loves Street Fighter.
That's pretty cool.
It is pretty cool.
Are you going to take her to the movie? Oh, you should take her to the movie. And then you can be like, Guile. You're my best friend.
You're my only friend, Guile. I would love
You should.
if they deep cut that movie with some Djibouti dubs. Like, imagine if just randomly you hear a
You are no match for my Tatsumaki.
If we get one of those,
You got one of those.
it's almost worth it.
Or if Roman Reigns covered somebody in goo.
I'm covered in goo. Hey, do you think? Shout out Djibouti Dubs, great channel. Go
Great
check
channel.
them out. If you had to guess 1 out of 10 before seeing a trailer, before seeing anything, just what you know about it right now, what is your prognostication on the score that you'll give Street Fighter the movie?
5.5.
Really?
I think it's going to be, and I'd like to preface, I don't think it's going to be a bad movie. I think it's going to be one of those bad fun movies, like a Transformer movie.
Okay.
I think it's going to be fun.
Oh.
For a movie itself, it's going to suck. But that doesn't mean it's not going to be enjoyable to watch. It's going to be one of those, I can turn my brain off and have a lot of fun watching.
I'm going to tell you right now.
It'll be better than Mortal Kombat.
If it's on the same level of Transformers, I'm going to give that goddamn movie an 8 out of 10. because that's almost impossible. I am so worried about this movie. And again, when Legendary said that they were doing, I'm like, oh, Legendary gives a shit about their stuff.
Cool.
Christopher Nolan, Legendary.
Yeah. Legendary.
You know, Christopher Nolan does that work with Legendary all the time. I'm like, they give a shit about their movies. I don't know what they're like. What are they thinking with all of this? So, you know what? We'll have to wait to find out.
I think it's going to be a great 6. Like, you're going to be like, damn, for what you're going to be telling everybody, you know, I know the trailers look dumb. I know it looks a little corny, but dude, it's fun.
So you're saying
you're going to be telling people it's fun.
You're saying we're going to be walking out of that with a smile on our face?
You're going to be like, you know what? For like a Tuesday deal, you know, they always have like a Tuesday deal.
Yeah.
That's the best movie for a Tuesday deal.
Okay. I will give you a quick story. So me and John Clapp and Royce, you know, were part of the quartet. You don't know what that means because anyone that loves the Dark Tower series of books by Stephen King know that story is just incredible. It is his magnum opus, even though he kept on adding to it. But the core 7 books, it changed people's lives. Like, there was a foreword. So the series of events went like this. He wrote The Gunslinger. Right. Okay. Kind of like a sci-fi fantasy, if you will, where like the gunslingers were like the knights. The knights of the Arthurian knights were like gunslingers, right? Okay. Kind of like that. Starts it, writes the 2nd book. A long time goes by, writes the 3rd book. Long time goes by, writes the 4th book. Then he gets hit by a car. Sheesh. As he's in recovery in the hospital, because that almost killed him, right? He was getting a bunch of mail, and there were people that are on death row, dying from cancer, begging him to tell him how it ends because the story wasn't finished. Right. This is how impactful this movie is. So when they announced a Dark Tower movie, I was like, oh shit, I'm in. And with good actors too. With Idris Elba, Matthew McConaughey. Interesting casting, but you know what? I love them both. Let's go. Yeah. I'm down. Let's do this. Me and John go and watch this movie because this series of books has been so impactful to our lives. Right. We walk out, and I was like, that's the biggest piece of shit I've ever seen in my life. Super. Yeah, see, Royce.
Super poopy confirmed.
The superest pieces of shits that you have ever seen your whole life. And I was like, this did not deserve that treatment at all.
I know we've talked about it, but for someone as talented as Idris Elba, he's in a lot of stinky movies.
Yeah.
He's in a lot of stinky properties.
He's been in some stinkers, but you know what? He's so smooth and good looking and like so likable.
Cool. I know.
That no one gives a shit.
I know.
And you know what? You never watched The Wire, huh?
I did not.
He was awesome in The Wire. So like he has it.
We know we've always known he
has it.
But just why he making goofy movies?
Man,
I know he's kind of a goofy guy, but
people got to get a paycheck, man.
I'll get you.
You know what I mean?
I mean, he's DJing. He's got his own clothing brand. Like, he's making money.
Yeah. You know, maybe it's just fun to do shitty films sometimes.
I bet that's
like,
true.
Oh, man, that's a bad movie.
I bet when you're making like a low stakes film, it is probably pretty funny.
Yeah. Yeah. So anyways, what we got this week?
We got the Emmys. Part 2.
The real Emmys.
Maybe. I mean, the Creative Arts Emmys are still the Emmys. But a couple of things. Kristen Milotti, she won Best Supporting Actress in The Penguin.
Saw that. Deserved.
Way deserved. Adolescence beat out The Penguin for Best Drama Limited Series. Don't know how I feel about that.
Yeah.
The Pit beat out Severance in Best Drama Series.
Okay. So
I don't know how I feel about that.
This is a stinky one because The Pit is supposed to be really good.
From what I've heard, it's excellent.
Yeah. And I'm sure it's great. So to be fair, I've never seen it, so I can't say yay or nay.
True.
But Severance is like a cultural phenomenon right now. And it has blown up so hard that like...
and like...
I don't know about that.
Adam Scott didn't win Best Lead Actor. Colin Farrell didn't win Best Lead Actor in a limited series. And I'm like, are we not watching? I get it. Like, I didn't watch Adolescence. Lady James watched Adolescence. It was crazy. And I was like, okay. not my cup of tea, but we both agreed Penguin might have been the best show of 2024.
Penguin was better than it deserved to be, for sure.
Penguin was like Sopranos level good.
Well, you know that I am not big on Batman shows without Batman.
That's
right?
fair.
I'm so sick and tired of, because WB has had so many problems that the continuation of making any and every Batman show, Gotham, Pennyworth, fucking all of these shows that is like Batman adjacent without Batman is annoying. Penguin is fucking awesome.
Because Penguin really focuses on like the crime aspect.
You know what I like about it? It's like he's always getting in trouble. It's like, how are you going to get out? It has the same effect of did you watch all of Ozark?
I did not.
Okay. First of all, missing out. That's a fail on your part. But second of all, Ozark has the same kind of thing. It's like they continuously get into some really hard spot. And it's like, how are you going to solve this?
Yeah.
Penguin does that often.
Well, I mean, it kind of reminded me in like the sense of like Breaking Bad.
Yeah.
Like Breaking Bad did that a lot, where it's like, how is Walter going to get out of this? And it's like how he finds way to outsmart these masterminds in themselves. And like, that's what Oz, because
everyone like looks down on him.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
And like Oz constantly finding, and it feels like he's deeper and deeper and deeper in trouble, only to find his way and weasel his way out. And it's just, it's so good. The prosthetics, like the makeup is incredible. They won for makeup and prosthetic makeup for sure. But like, there wasn't a flaw in that show.
No. Well, and Colin Farrell disappears into that role so hardcore. And I think it is kind of played when people are like, oh, his transformation is unrecognizable. Like, I think it's kind of played. But dude, that's not Colin Farrell. Yeah. Like when he's playing that role, he is so that person that I feel like he should have probably won an award for that.
I agree.
You know?
I agree.
You know.
But Britt Lower and Tremel Tillman, they both won for Best Lead Actress and Best Supporting Actor. So Helly and Mr. Milchick rightfully won. I mean, they were both incredible in Severance. So there was some solid, the studio. Seth Rogen.
Like racking
it.
Dude, ran the board.
Yeah. It's been the first time since The Bears come out that it hasn't won an Emmy.
I noticed that.
It's crazy.
Well, they're categorized as a comedy, though, which is strange to me.
Yeah. So. I mean, they have like, but they have like moments of being funny, but it's like, there's no way
it's clearly a drama.
But there's no way it would win in these, like in the past couple of years, it wouldn't have won for any of these dramas. Like the Bear just wouldn't have, for how good the Bear is. And I think the Bear is excellent television. It still wouldn't have won in the past few years if it was put in drama.
You're right.
Which isn't fair.
No.
Because it's awesome.
And that's why we always figured that that's what they were categorized as, so they can get an award because it's so good. But these award shows are starting to become more and more kind of like worthless. Like I don't want to be me. And it's hard because some people look at acting as like being super easy, which it's not.
No way.
It's not. You get on camera, okay, with no training and just go out there and just act. Okay. It's hard to be natural. It's hard to be a good actor.
Absolutely.
Okay. So their only way of recognition from their colleagues and people are these award shows. And I get that. But when you have situations like this, when you have clear shows that are like so good.
Yeah. And so they feel like fresh.
Yes. New, fresh, taking over the space. And then all of a sudden, kind of like not niche, but kind of niche things win. And the Oscars do this all the time. Like you'll have some random foreign film or, very small A24 film that hardly anyone saw, very niche, very kind of avant-garde, will go and win over these movies that like everyone loved, right? And it's kind of like, what are we doing here, man?
No, I get you. I will say, though, I do think it is pretty cool because Like growing up, it was always like, oh, if you do television, say goodbye to ever being in movies. Right? Like it was, you were either a television actor
not like that
or
anymore.
a movie.
Yeah.
Now you're seeing movie stars like fall in love with these like shows and doing television product, and it's awesome to see.
Which, if you think about it, and I'm going to say this because a lot of people, it used to be like that. Like I come from a time when if a movie star was on a television show and it wasn't like a special one-off big event thing, and
they were washed.
They were washed. Yeah. Like they needed the check. It's the lesser thing now. The game from streaming has given not only big actors more flexibility in projects that they want to do, but it's given so many other actors, when the pieces of the pie were smaller, more chances to grow and do other projects. So there is more work to be had for actors. That's good.
That is good.
But just to be kind of, I look at it as being like either pretentious or contrarian at times, when you're like, well, we're artsy though. So, this is the one. I don't know. It just seems kind of disingenuous to me.
You're just upset Dune 2 didn't win.
That is bullshit.
I knew it. You're still mad about Dune.
No, that's so bullshit.
Still mad about Dune.
It's so bullshit. Don't even get me started.
Well, you know what I'm getting started for? Super Mario Galaxy.
Okay. I saw this.
The Super Mario Galaxy trailer, the teaser, it just dropped last week, part of a Nintendo Direct. The Direct itself was fine. The only thing that really stood out for me that I was really excited for was new Fire Emblem.
I'm not going to lie. It was kind of boring. Fire Emblem looks cool.
Yeah. And that's the game I would buy. So like I'm in on that. So that's cool. And they're bringing back Galaxy 1 and 2 as a bundle deal, which cool. I think those games were excellent, but I'd rather just get a new Mario platformer or a Super Mario Galaxy 3, which makes sense if you were going to do the movie Super Mario Galaxy. Anyway, I do appreciate though the Attack on Titan reference for the trailer.
Which one?
Mario sleeping under the tree. Eren Yeager.
Oh, was that?
Sleeping under the tree.
Was that an Attack on Titan
AOT reference, baby? Pete confirmed.
Hold on. Okay. Cool on the movie. Galaxy coming to Switch. Cool.
Yeah.
It's a cool thing. I am kind of a little underwhelmed with the offerings that we're getting from
Switch 2.
Yeah. Like anything like Mario Tennis. Oh, I'm in. Yeah. Like I love Mario Tennis.
Well, the Mario sports games are usually pretty fun.
Yeah. Mario Tennis is going to be fucking awesome. Yeah. I can't wait. But you're going to have to wait. Like next year is really when things are going to start rolling out. And even Metroid Prime 4 being at the end of this year, after you've waited so long for it, God only knows when we'll get another Zelda. You know what I mean? Like these things are like what I really like the system for. I did buy Silksong on it just because I wanted to play it handheld and on the TV. It's fine, runs fine. I just feel like they should have had more in the chamber.
I agree.
Donkey Kong, it was awesome. It was great.
Still awesome.
Awesome. Donkey Kong's great. Mario Kart's Mario Kart. I'm not a huge Mario Kart
The thing about Mario Kart is it's evergreen.
Yeah.
You can play that for the entirety of the Switch too.
Well, and it's their best selling property on the previous console, and I get that. But like, where's the Smash Bros? Like, that's huge. Where's Smash Bros? Like, where's the teases, man?
I wouldn't be surprised if that's going to be a holiday 2026 thing. I think they're going to wait until the beginning, either the very end of this year or the very beginning of next year. And I think they're going to start teasing it out in the directs. But I think the Switch 2 right now is solid. Playing it is fun. I like that they're giving us a new Fire Emblem. I like that Mario Galaxy's back. I wouldn't be surprised if Odyssey 2 gets announced next year as well, because Odyssey was incredible. But I'm with you though. I would have liked a little more of some of the flagship stuff.
Yeah, because that's the reason why.
Yeah, and we'll see.
Care.
I'll probably buy Metroid Prime 4.
Oh yeah,
because that game I think is going to be excellent.
The Prime series of Metroid games are actually really, really fun.
But I'm really excited for a Super Mario Galaxy movie.
Yeah, the Galaxy movie should be fun, and it'll expand the lore, man. And you know me, I love that lore.
Big lore guy
over here.
Question is, who do you think they introduce in this movie? Because they're going to introduce Rosalina.
Rosalina for sure.
Yoshi got teased in the last movie.
Yoshi for sure. Yoshi, Rosalina, guaranteed.
Like, do they introduce Wario time?
I think that probably not. That'll probably be safe for like a third movie.
Wario and Waluigi.
There's a bunch of people that have like a countdown to the Zelda movie. We're like, what, 500 days away, whatever. We're gonna start getting teasers of that next year.
Yeah, for sure.
Super hype on that.
I think they'll start teasing it when they like start dropping more trailers for Mario. Or I wouldn't be surprised if like in the Mario movie, the first trailer for Zelda is shown.
Depends on when it's coming out.
It's coming out 27.
Is the Galaxy movie?
No, April 3rd, 2026 for Galaxy.
So you think that we'll get a teaser in front of the Galaxy movie?
It just makes sense.
Well, if you want to make sure that that movie makes $1 billion, that's what you do.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
You get it in front of people ASAP. And and like a year before it comes out, when you start doing the first teaser, Nintendo with Nintendo, it just makes the most sense.
Dude, there's people that will pay just to see a trailer on the big screen and then leave. You know what I mean? So if you have an exclusivity of the Zelda trailer in front of the Galaxy movie,
just makes sense.
You're just guaranteeing yourself $1 billion.
Exactly. So, speaking of movies that maybe hope to make $1 billion, this happened literally right after we finished Taps and Takes. But Man of Tomorrow has been confirmed to be a Lex Luthor and Superman movie. So we are getting the team up.
Is that way?
We're getting the team up. They're going to take on Brainiac. It's going to be awesome. And then it's going to all lead us probably back to Darkseid.
Did you see that there's rumors on WB selling, and that speculation is there that
Paramount,
that if they sell, there's a potential that James Gunn may get canned or leave on his own volition if they sell. Did you see that? Which
I saw that they have the highest bid for WB.
It would be horrible if they get a good leg up, start building something that's everyone for the most part loved, unless you're a fucking troll on the internet that's a sheep. As long as if you have a fucking brain and you can sit and shut the fuck up and take things for what they are. If you liked it, most people did, and they're building something good, and then all of a sudden it's gone. That would be a fucking shame, dude.
It would be such a waste of potential.
It would be such a waste.
I don't think if Paramount does end up getting WB, I don't think they would. I think they would do everything in their power to keep him because they've seen he's a proven product.
Can we talk about something real quick?
Yeah.
Just real quick. We don't need to go too far into this because it borders on politics, but I don't want to talk politics, dude. It's too toxic. But the value in these products that they're selling are these IPs, are these things. So when you hear like, you know, Late Show with Colbert getting canned.
Won an Emmy.
Yeah. Won an Emmy. Getting canned, or like people lashing out at like South Park and shit like that. It's kind of like, yeah, but like the value of what we have is in this. So I guess like what I'm just trying to say is when there's like political pressure to like either cancel or get rid of things, it's like, why would you still want to buy that product when that is kind of, you know what I mean?
Because
that's kind of the...
Because Paramount has more money than apparently anybody in the world right now.
Yeah.
Paramount has been just throwing cash around, which I mean, like, good on Paramount, but still, like, how are you affording all this stuff? If you buy...
Big money.
You sold... Or you re-signed South Park, $1.5 billion. You get this huge deal with, I believe it's WWE, right? It was Paramount and WWE.
Was it Paramount or was it
no, it wasn't WWE.
Ultimate Fighter.
It was UFC. Apologies. It was UFC. And that was a huge $1 billion deal.
Right.
And then if you buy WB, how are you affording all this, man?
Investors, dude.
It's
big
crazy.
dollars.
It's crazy.
Look at what I just sent you.
Why did you just send me here? Why did you just send me?
Click on that. That is what
I did see this. Yeah.
Yeah.
I did see 50 Cent in character. It's not the worst.
It's not terrible.
You're getting a 6. You're getting a 6 and you're going to like it. You're getting the 6.
I need to see it in action because like Balrog is supposed to be this like yes, he was based on Mike Tyson, but like Balrog is supposed to be this like hulking, huge, dominating character, right? Like so scary. He's looking a little bit too trim for me, man. Like why didn't you get a dude with some big ass muscles? You know what I mean?
Well, they probably had somebody in mind that they probably can't get.
Oh yeah.
It probably had somebody. They're like, don't think we can do it, buddy. Anyway, so
right, what's up next?
We got another little teaser trailer from Fallout 2 coming December 17th to Prime. We've seen it a few times. We're pumped.
Yeah.
It was one of the best shows of 2023. Was it 23? Or
it was 23.
It was 23.
23, 24. No, it was 24.
It was early 24.
It was early 24.
But can't wait for season 2 of that. The Walt
Goggins.
Walt Goggins.
Last year was the year of Goggins.
Which it's funny to see like the Justified like duo low-key crushing right now with Timothy Oliphant.
Man, and
tearing it up.
As we know, today being game day.
Final game day. Finale.
Second to last.
I thought it was the finale.
It's episode 7 this week, 8 next week. I am so excited for Alien Earth, dude. I can't wait to see where it goes.
That damn guy just thrown. First of all, I get it that they're like technically kids.
Yeah.
Man. And I think what makes Alien so funny is that at the end of the day, it's always hubris that leads to it's always hubris that leads to the destruction of these people. It is always hubris. Hey, why don't you bring the other girl with you to help? Yeah, for sure. I'll do that.
Yeah.
Nope. And then gets melted.
And they kind of know. Like, Kirsch is setting something up. But, like, I think that we're going to get a big twist of some kind. Like, we kind of got a twist in the space episode, which was excellent, that Boy Cavalier set up.
Yeah.
You know, there was mutiny on the ship. Like, he set that up. So that was a little twist. But I think there's an even bigger twist that's going to go around here. And I don't know if Boy Cavalier is in on what's going on or if Kirsch is trying to do something wild.
I think Kirsch...
And he's so good, dude.
I think Kirsch is going to take over Prodigy.
He literally, Timothy Oliphant owns every scene he's in.
Yeah.
Like, he is clearly a tour de force. Now, him, Morrow, I really like Wendy. Like, there's so many likable characters. And, like, yeah, the kids are the kids. And it's like, okay.
Well, the actress that plays Nibs, she was terrifying when she flew at that psychologist and now her husband's definitely done.
Yeah.
All he did was care.
Yep.
And that's what happens when you care.
But it's kind of like, dude, you're not thinking, man. It's still some stupid.
Well, and like, you know, but he didn't know like that the other kid's getting blackmailed and was setting him up to get snacked on.
No, but it's like, dude, use your brain. There's invasive species that are in that room.
All
Don't
of
open
aliens
the door.
could be covered and like saved if you just brought people with you. Like if you just said like, hey, we're going to take out the alien. Let's split up. No. Hey, there's clearly a security breach where the aliens are. Bring a security team? No. I'll go solo.
Yeah.
Like, what are we doing here? That's all of aliens' mistakes. Hey, this android that's been living with these creatures for the last 50 years or so. Yeah, he's telling you to look into an egg. Don't do
maybe,
that. Yeah. Or maybe bring the team and be like, hey, he's clearly up to something. Maybe don't stare into a giant egg sack.
Precisely.
We talked a little bit about superheroes, but let's talk a little bit of anime superheroes.
Ooh.
Outside of To Be Hero X, which is phenomenal, one of the best shows of the anime season over the summer, but My Hero Academia, it is getting ready to hit its final season up in October.
Is To Be Hero X the guy that like pretends to be, what's his name, Gotcha Man or whatever, and goes and like punches people? Is that one? No. Is it a different one?
No. To Be Hero X is a Chinese studio anime, 24 episodes, and it's actually a very good show because heroes get their power through trust in the public. So like the higher your trust number is, the more powerful you are as a hero.
Super anime.
Yeah. And it goes through like the story goes through like different characters' point of views. So like you get one hero, 3-episode arc, the next hero, 3-episode arc, and so on until you get to X, who is the number one hero. And his powers are just bonkers. So I definitely recommend it. But My Hero Academia, getting ready for its final season, the final battle between Deku and Shigaraki's going down, and All Might and All for One having their rematch. But Netflix is going ahead with the live action movie. Jason Fuchs, I believe, the writer for Wonder Woman, is penning the script. First Wonder Woman movie was good.
Yeah.
So second one, 84.
We don't talk about that one.
Yeah, but this probably won't be good. However, One Piece has been very good. And though it wasn't Yu Yu Hakusho, the Yu Yu Hakusho one was kind of sick.
It was good.
It had some good fight choreography.
Yeah.
So if I can get something along the lines of that and not Cowboy Bebop, I'm pretty happy.
You know, Netflix is trying to, the comic book movie craze hit big. Now they're the ones that are really looking forward to doing like anime adaptation, video game adaptation, because this is going to be the next boom. Especially as big as anime is, which there's a story coming up that we'll talk about that clearly shows that there's a market for it.
Huge market for it.
Netflix making a BioShock movie is interesting. I think BioShock is an incredible story and relevant right now for what it is. They need to do it right if they're going to do it.
No, they do. They definitely do. But I think they're doing it right by using Rapture as the movie.
Yes.
Rapture and awesome. And you can do so many cool things with an underwater city.
Columbia and Infinite was tight. And I love the story of Infinite, which is kind of a mindfuck because I like that kind of twisted philosophical / sciencey shit. I like that. That's why I like Severance. You know what I mean? But BioShock, just in a vacuum, right, can be a really good story if done correctly. So I'm wondering what they're going to do.
And we'll stick with Netflix one more time because The Witcher season 4 is coming out in October. Got a little teaser of Liam Hemsworth as definitely still Geralt of Rivia.
Yeah.
I feel
bad for The Witcher.
I feel bad for everybody involved because fans, even before the show's episode season 4, they're going to hate it. Liam's going to get hate, even though he probably doesn't deserve it. He definitely doesn't deserve it. I mean, if he's bad at the role, he's bad at the role.
Yeah.
He doesn't deserve hate.
No.
And Henry Cavill losing the show essentially because he was promised Superman and then wasn't given either of those. Yeah. And also right now he's dealing with an injury. So Highlander's been pushed back. Yeah.
40K. Let me say this. Witcher season 1, fucking great.
Rad. Super rad.
Yeah. Witcher season 2, also fucking awesome.
It's pretty sweet. Yeah.
Season 3 was terrible. It was terrible. It was rushed. It was not as good as the first 2 seasons. And with this, it's not surviving. They're going to do 2 more seasons, this one in season 5, and it's done, which they need to just finish it.
Well, we've said it a bajillion times. 5 seasons is plenty of show.
Yeah, I think 5 season run is good, but goddamn, they started that show so strong. And Witcher season 1 was done so well.
It's pretty sweet. You could have ended it just after that season. I know there were some like cliffhangers, but I would have been okay with just 1 season of Witcher.
Yeah, exactly.
Last couple of stories here. Pretty big stories, though, especially for a couple of weebs like us. Demon Slayer Infinity Castle dominating. And I mean, making a huge splash in the American box office. We'll get to the Japanese box office here in a second, but bringing in a record $70 million in its opening weekend. That is the record for the most an anime movie has made in the opening weekend for the United States. In Japan, it is already the second highest grossing film ever, only behind Mugen Train.
Yeah.
And that has brought in 33.05 billion yen, which is roughly $224 million. So the Ufotable, Demon Slayer, Infinite Money hacks, still dominating. And a lot of people say like Demon Slayer might not have like the deepest story. You know, the plot's pretty straightforward. Michael Jackson, the demon, is trying to become immortal. Kid said, nah, fam, we ain't about that. So me and all of my other kid friends, soldiers, are going to try and cut your head off. Yeah.
And let me say this. I hear it's like nonstop action. We are used to anime. We watch anime. So the flashback shit, we're used to that shit.
Yeah. And I don't mind it. It really doesn't bother me.
I'd actually
argue it's probably better, especially for us. I'd rather have it in a movie than have it in make it like a dragged on 2-3 episode arc, during a fight.
Right.
Like that feels like it'd be way too stretched out. So I don't mind a 2-hour, backstory here.
Right. Yeah.
10, 12 minutes and then go.
I think that I'm going to love this film. I thought you already saw it. And that's why, because I kept on saying, Elliot, when we can see the movie. Did you already see it?
No, I haven't seen it yet. I mean, I've read the manga.
Yeah.
So I know.
Me too.
And I thought the manga did a great job. And I think it needed to win. This movie needed to be good because I thought the Hashira training arc
it was weak.
Was just pretty. And I get what they're doing. They're setting it up for these movies because they had this trilogy of movies planned.
Yeah. They're not going to do a final season. It's going to be finished with these movies.
And I wouldn't be surprised if you see more anime properties doing this because of how successful Demon Slayer is. I also think, though,
I think Hollywood is going to start paying attention to this because they noticed the last one and they definitely noticed this one.
Well, and just think for how much money this movie's made, they got 2 more and they're only going to get better.
Yeah.
So, I mean,
and I hear this one's crazy.
Mhm.
It is crazy.
Yeah.
It's a 2-hour movie that runs at a crazy speed. So I'm like, sign me up.
It's going to be tough to beat Mugen Train because Mugen Train
has the emotional impact, but I think that
that one hit, man.
The animation and everything is going to be crazy on this.
Oh, no, I agree. I'm definitely not denying that. Speaking of other anime that look like it's going to have awesome animation and also hurt your heart, Chainsaw Man, Reze Arc, continues to release just more clips, more music, more everything, more audio, the English dub, the Japanese dub. For somebody who's reading it weekly like I am, I'll give you a light spoiler. Denji's never going to be happy.
I hope he ends happy, too.
I don't think he is. I want him to, man. We're all rooting for Denji.
Dude.
Denji.
Poor guy.
Guts, Subaru, these are 2 characters that will have gone through immense amounts of pain and hurt and have arguably some of the worst pain and trauma that you can go through as an anime character. Denji's climbing up the ladder, man.
And Guts, definitely one of the most tragic characters in anime. However, I think he's going to get what he wants in the end. I think that I could see Denji just still getting screwed over in the end.
Honestly, I wouldn't be surprised if he has to, sacrifice himself for a world that never loved him back. And that's the happy ending.
Right.
And that's going to suck.
Yeah.
I mean, it'll be good writing, but it's going to hurt because you just want this kid to just be happy.
Yeah.
And my last story, lastly, we already talked about it, Fire Emblem, new game.
Sick.
Looks fun. Looks great. I love 3 Houses. Lastly, though, Jeremiah Johnson. R.I.P. to Robert Redford. Legendary actor, passed away at 89 years old.
It's a long life.
Long life, a good life, Academy Award winning actor. And thanks for the great movies.
Yep.
There you go.
There you go.
That's Taps and Takes, part uno.
Now we're going to take a little break. We'll be right back with sports and sports and sports
All
and
the
sports
sports.
and sports and sports and sports. Big shout out to Grog's Traditional Irish Pub at the northeast corner of Willow and Nees. Not only do they house the Do Over podcast for Tabs and Takes, but they invited us to go blow it up on St. Patrick's Day live on scene. Now that that's done, it's easing us into summer and it gets hella hot here in the Central Valley. Grog's prides themselves on being the coldest drinking establishment in the Central Valley. Literally go down there, get a nice cold pickleback, get a nice cold Guinness, throw it back and leech off that free AC, son. Support Grog's because they support the Do Over podcast. And we're back, 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 and we're back. Like we never left, Elliot.
We never left.
Like we never left.
Because I haven't left.
That's right.
I've been here.
Yeah.
I've just been here.
You've been
waiting.
there.
Waiting. Patiently waiting.
Oh, like I kept you waiting so long.
How many phone calls have you been on?
How
many cigarettes have you been on?
Hey, how many cigarettes have I been on?
How many cigarettes have you been on?
Hey, I'm a multitasker. When I take the phone call, I smoke the cigarette.
Well, then you must have had 20 phone calls.
No, I had a phone call, dude. I have to make money, Elliot. I have to do my job.
Hey, we're all trying to make money, which is why you should subscribe.
Yeah.
Ding.
And you know what's so funny? Is that he says this when his ass literally said, fuck you, and went to go do a golf tournament when we were doing our podcast. You didn't. No one knew about it, by the way. I asked everyone.
Don't cuss. I don't cuss. So already a liar.
No.
I did not. Where did I say the F word?
Okay. First of all, you do cuss.
I don't cuss.
You don't do it here because you
I'm a
use
professional.
a bitch. Use bitch.
I'm a professional.
And then no one knew about it because you're like, everyone knows about it.
Yeah, I told you guys
No one
literally
knew about
before I left for San Diego.
Literally no one
That was
knew about it.
3 weeks ago.
Anyways, so what's up?
We're going to talk some sports.
Sports. What do we got?
We got a lot of week 2 NFL recap stuff. We'll get to the fantasy football recap as well, but just some cliff notes. 2-0, Green Bay Packers.
Yeah, I know.
I'm all in.
You started with that? Is that what you started with?
Well, they're the Thursday night game, so they were the first game.
Mm-hmm.
Beat the brakes off the Commanders.
Yeah.
Jane Daniels might not play against the Raiders this weekend, so more on that with potential blind bets in a second. Yeah, but Green Bay looks awesome. Era of love in full effect. Who would have thought when you have a really good defense, it makes the offense way easier? Like, who would have thought? You know,
who would have thunk it?
Who would have thunk it when you actually have a pass rush? Your team looks awesome, and you're excited every Sunday. Couldn't be me. It is me. I'm so excited.
Are you?
I cannot wait for us to get to the NFC Championship to lose. It's gonna hurt so good. You know it's gonna happen.
But maybe
it's gonna.
Maybe
look, man, I want the big game.
Knock on wood.
Jordan Love, 27. Guess how old Aaron Rodgers was when he won the Super Bowl?
What?
27.
Oh.
Guess how old Brett Favre was when he won the Super Bowl?
What?
27.
Oh, so it's the year.
It feels like the era of love.
Okay.
It just feels like the era of love.
It's been the era of love for 4 seasons now.
3.
4.
3.
4.
3.
4.
This is the third starting season.
4.
Third.
4.
Anywho, let's stick with the NFC North. And I mean this nicely. This is nice guy Elliott here.
Yeah.
So I know what you're going to think. Oh, he's a Packer fan, so he doesn't really mean. Hug a Bears fan today. Hug a Bears fan. Because
CG, we love you.
we love you, CG. I really
love
do.
you so
I really
much.
do.
CG, we love you.
Losing to the Lions 52-21 is an all-time oof. And this is
Lions are a good team.
they are a good team. They reminded everybody that they're still that team.
Yeah.
You know, because people were thinking, maybe they really miss Coach Ben Johnson, you know, now that their offense, maybe they're missing Aaron Glenn. Well, the Jets look awful. The Bears look bad. But you know what? You can turn it all around if you beat the Cowboys. Bears, I hope you win. I'm hoping. See, that's me hoping you win.
Yeah.
That's me hoping you beat
That's
the Cowboys. See, I'm a sweet guy.
Where's the Cowboys record?
They're 1-1 because they had an awesome game against the New York Giants. Russell Wilson, rewinding the clock, threw for over 450 yards. Unfortunately, a late turnover in overtime led to their demise as the Cowboys and the Giants had a barn burner, 40-37. Great game. Cowboys, defense terrible. But the offense can be fun.
Oh.
The offense fun. George Pickens looked good. You know, CeeDee Lamb catching the ball, good. Dak looked comfortable. So, I mean, the offense is going to be there. It's just if the defense can get a stop. And that's going to be the Cowboys season. So, I don't know if they'll be a good team, but they'll be a fun team. And if you're a fan, that's what you want.
No, they want them to win.
Yeah, probably. Yeah. 49ers, your Santa Clara.
Well, do you mean the best sports team in history, Elliot? The San Francisco 49ers.
I don't know about that. Anywho.
Red and gold.
Brock Purdy out for a couple of weeks. shoulder, foot injury, beat up.
Yeah.
George Kittle, beat up.
Yeah.
Mac Jones, is he good? Apparently. Mac Jones rewinding the clock, making you think, is Brock Purdy good, or is Kyle Shanahan just good at making normal quarterbacks good?
I think it's a whole team thing.
Because Mac Jones, with no George Kittle, with no Brandon Ayuk, goes into New Orleans. I get it. New Orleans is a poopy team, but he was pretty dang good. And now the 49ers are 2-0. If Mac Jones wins, I don't know. Let's say Brock Purdy's out for 5 weeks. If Mac Jones wins the next 4 games and the Niners are, 6-0? Is Brock Purdy worth the $50 million?
The Niners have a history of this. It happened with
Jimmy G.
Dude, it happened with Jimmy G. It happened with Kaepernick. Happened with Kaepernick.
Yeah, but I would argue that's different because the coaching was different.
Yeah, but I'm saying that the history of
going with the backup. With something. And, that's how Brock took over for Jimmy G. I mean, Jimmy G was winning games. Brock Purdy comes in, kind of like, oh.
Jimmy G, I don't want to sound like an asshole because you know what? Jimmy G was about that life. He fucked porn stars. He didn't give a shit. He was,
he's respectful still.
He was a quarterback that didn't throw a ball. The people running the ball and his offensive line won games and his defense. That team was great except for the fucking quarterback. They dumped all their money into everyone else besides the QB.
Yeah. But I mean, now they've dumped money into Brock Purdy. So you're set with Brock Purdy.
I think he's a decent quarterback. I still think they have a strong enough team to go, but some of them are getting long in the tooth. And McCaffrey not being able to stay healthy.
Well, that's what's going to determine your team's success because right now he is healthy.
Yeah, right. Healthy-ish.
And he's carrying. He's leading the team.
But he still has glass bones.
That's true. I'm not disagreeing with you. It's just is this a product of Mac Jones? Most people would think no. But if he keeps winning, does this just prove Kyle Shanahan's better coaching than we give him credit for?
Absolutely.
Or is it that Brock Purdy isn't as good as what we all kind of thought and hoped?
We'll see.
We'll see. I am interested to see if Mac Jones keeps winning. Because I think it leads to a funnier conversation.
If he does, I'm telling you right now, Purdy's not going back in. If he wins the next 5 games, they're not going to put him back in.
I think they spent too much money on him not to start. You can't have a $50 million.
That doesn't mean shit.
It does.
It doesn't. Dude, they rather win. So if he's winning, literally wins the next 4 games, I don't think they put him back in.
I think they for sure do, but I think rather than let's say, Purdy was hurt more than we thought, we'll let him rest more. I think they'll feel I think they'll feel more comfortable with letting him rest, and then they'll bring it back.
Letting him rest.
You just spent all that money on him. You're not gonna not bring him back to start.
But ultimately, these teams want to win.
No,
that's all
agree.
that matters.
But Brock does win. I'm not saying he doesn't. I'm just saying it will be interesting. The narrative around Brock Purdy, if Mac Jones keeps winning, will be the narrative of Jimmy Garoppolo.
Yeah.
And that's too bad for Brock because his story's awesome. I hate the 49. I hate the 49, but his story's awesome.
I love his story.
And the fact that, literally Mr. Irrelevant to a $50 million a year QB is awesome. It's a great story.
Yeah, and going to the Super Bowl.
And it also, I do love a good redemption story.
Yeah.
Sam Darnold killing it with the Vikings after being a backup for Brock Purdy and Kyle Shanahan. Mac Jones. If he has success, do people trade for him? And then all of a sudden he's good again.
Or maybe they just develop the shit out of the backups. Yeah.
I mean, Mac Jones has been around for a while.
Yeah.
You kind of know what you're getting
when you're in that position. Maybe they have a protocol of just working the shit out of these guys so they don't miss a beat.
I think what they'll do is they'll let Mac Jones, they're going to hope Mac Jones is good, looks good on film, and then they'll probably end of this year trade him for more draft value to get a younger quarterback in case something happens to Purdy or, the Purdy experiment fails. But let's move on. Quickly, top teams in the AFC. Bills beat the Jets. Josh Allen breaks his nose. Doesn't matter. Bills are just the better team. Ravens beat up on the Browns.
Poor Brown.
Pretty one-sided. Drake May and the Patriots. Drake May, after having a really rough week 1 against the Raiders, bounces back and looks pretty damn good against the Dolphins. The Dolphins just are miserable right now. The Chiefs and the Eagles have their rematch at Arrowhead in Kansas City. Chiefs try to get revenge after the last couple of times they've played the Eagles. They're 0-2 in their last 3. Well, now they're 0-3.
What did I say, Elliot? What did I say when we were doing our prognostication about the Chiefs? What did I say?
You said they were done.
They are done. They're washed. Bro, it's done.
So I'm not going to go that far.
I am.
Rashid Rice comes back from suspension in a few weeks. Xavier Worthy was out due to injury. Travis Kelce, who has some of the most sure hands a tight end's ever had, drops what would have been a touchdown and then leads to an interception. And then I will say, I think the Eagles are still good, but their offense hasn't looked great either. Like Jalen Hurts barely had 116 yards total.
Yeah.
Like that's not good. Patrick Mahomes is essentially having to do everything on him. He's essentially just holding the roof up, until his team gets healthy and they can figure out their defense. But they did hold the Eagles to 20 points. So, I mean,
I think
if you're a Chiefs fan, you're nervous, but you're not as nervous as say a Bears fan at 0-2.
Yeah.
Like out of all the 0-2 teams, you'd want to be the Kansas City Chiefs.
Yeah, for sure, because they've built a lot of equity. But let's be clear, if it bleeds, it can be killed.
No,
and now we know they can bleed.
No, I don't think.
You know what I mean?
I don't think they have necessarily the fear that they used to have. I don't think teams are as afraid of the Chiefs as they used to be.
Yeah.
But it would just feel stupid if we're here saying the Chiefs are so done and they're 0-2, they're so done, and then they make the playoffs as a wild card team. And you're like, oh God,
no, sure,
we've seen this happen.
Sure, I just think that they're done. I think that the dynasty is done. I think Kelce he's gotten a bite of that high society.
Well, I think he's long in the tooth too.
Yeah,
I think he's got maybe this year. He'll probably retire after this season, which he should.
That could be what the marriage is about. That he's settling down. He's like, okay, the road life. This is just not for me.
And he's getting into acting now. His podcast with his brother is crushing. So, I mean, he's got things outside of the NFL that will keep
good for him.
Oh, yeah.
He's a likable guy. Him and his brother are likable people.
The Kelce's are super likable.
Yeah. So good for them.
Mm-hmm. One team I was really impressed with was the Sunday night game. The Atlanta Falcons. Sure. Compared to week 1, where it was 40-41 and an all-time offensive classic with the Bills and Ravens, you got a very defensive heavy game with the Atlanta Falcons and the Minnesota Vikings. JJ McCarthy out for 2 to 4 weeks with an ankle injury. A lot of QBs actually got hurt this past week. Joe Burrow got turf toe, going to require surgery, out for 3 months, maybe the season, which we'll get to Cincinnati.
At that point, you're kind of out. If it's 3 months of, you're kind of out, dude.
So they're back. They have enough weapons on offense to maybe win you a couple of games, and their schedule right now is winnable. It's just if you can hold down the fort long enough for Burrow to save you.
That's 12 games. That's
yeah, exactly. It's if you can, I would just say with the AFC, the top teams are going to be the top teams, right? But those wild card teams are going to be so tight. If you can stay at 500 and Joe Burrow comes back for the last 4 games, you could make a run for that wild card.
And how about we get rid of the fucking turf? What are we doing here?
Yeah. I mean, the turf's bad. The turf just leads to injury. But I mean, Jane Daniels, questionable to play this weekend. JJ McCarthy out for 2 to 4 weeks. You've got Joe Burrow out for months, with turf toe injury. So it's just a lot of QBs getting hurt to start this season. Justin Fields had a concussion. And I mean, they were terrible against the Bills. Josh Allen broke his nose and played with plugs in his nose. QBs are getting jacked up right now. But the Atlanta Falcons defense, if you're a Falcons fan, you got to feel excited. You got a new kicker that can actually score you points and not miss kicks. You have a very young and fast and exciting defense. And I know his number, I know the numbers weren't there to show it, but Michael Penix Jr. looks good. He looks really good, and you got a lot of talent on offense. If you're a Falcons fan, you're excited for the future. And then we'll end really quickly. The Raiders, still going to be the Raiders. Geno Smith, 4 interceptions. Just terrible. And Baker Mayfield making a case for early league MVP right now. I'm going to show you some numbers here. So this is after Baker Mayfield clutches up a 2-minute drill and wins the game against the Houston Texans, 20-19. They're 2-0. Texans 0-2. I don't think a lot of us saw that coming, but since joining the Bucs, he's 74 touchdowns, number 1 in the NFL, 8,926 yards, second in the NFL, with a 21-15 record, regular season record, and a couple of playoff wins. Baker Mayfield is awesome. The dude's a baller. The dude's sick.
Yeah.
So good for Baker, because Cleveland really tried ruining his career. But he said no, because he's a dog.
He said no.
He said no.
He said no.
Because he's a Buccaneer. Yarr. That's going to cover our week 2. Want to quickly go to a couple of blind bets?
Yeah.
Really quickly?
Yeah.
I've got 4 picks, really like.
Okay.
It feels kind of bad because my first pick is going to be the Raiders taking on the Washington Commanders. They're about a playoff.
The Commanders are going to smash their ass, dude.
Well, hold on.
Oh, God.
Hold on.
Why are we doing this, Elliot?
Because the Raiders played arguably their worst game so far.
Commanders' defense looks weak, too.
And that's what we got to find out. Is it just the Packers' offense? Was that great? Or is the Commanders' defense not as good as we thought it would be coming into the season?
Right.
Geno Smith was awful. Is it going to be awful 2 weeks in a row? Is it going to be that awful? I don't think so. I don't know if they win, but if Jaden Daniels is hurt, and if you get it now, they're at plus 6.5, so that's a touchdown underdog. I don't like that number. I kind of like that number.
Right.
Next, LA Chargers. LA Chargers look real good. They look damn good. Jim Harbaugh got this team moving right. Field minus 2.5, meaning a field goal covers over the Broncos. This feels low scoring. This feels like a field goal kind of win. And that means we cover. I like the Chargers winning that game by a field goal. Atlanta Falcons. You just heard me waxing poetic about these Atlanta Falcons. They're playing the Carolina Panthers. The Panthers, frisky, but not good at all. And I think Atlanta's really finding its groove. And I think that you watch that defense on Sunday night and you think, yeah, this defense is legit. This team's for real. They held Baker for the most part until he clutched up in week 1. And they probably go to overtime if they actually had competent kicking in week 1. So I really like the Falcons here. I think they win by at least a field goal. And then finally, speaking of those Buccaneers, minus 5.5. There's just so much to like with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers on offense. 5.5, not the prettiest number, but when you're taking on the Jets, and if you're lucky, you can still get the number at 5.5.
Right.
I would take it. Justin Fields might be concussed. I don't know if you're better off with Tyrod Taylor or Justin Fields, but the Jets defense is terrible. Tampa's offense is awesome. I think you take Tampa Bay here, and I think we got 4 winners right there.
Okay, parlay it. It's time for a parlay.
All right, we can parlay.
Let's parlay that shit.
Parlay that stuff. And now I gotta get ready. Gotta get in character. Gotta get my stuff ready. Because, I stay up till 1 o'clock typing all this stuff for you guys. Because I have to wait for every game to be done to do this. What? Week 2. We start in the jungle where the Droopies have fun and pain. So Burrow dug his foot into an early grave as the Droopies were feeling down. But they were not out as Amon got that rah-rah going for a 40 burger. RJ Harvey Dent flipped a coin and it landed on Suck as he gave the dogs a whopping 8 yards. Ruh-roh, Raggy. It came down to Monday night, where Tim tried to stage a comeback, but sadly for him, and and Austin Eckler, his team had a torn Achilles heel We hope for a speedy recovery. Leading Tim and Chase Browning in his pants. The Droopies are 500 again. Whoa. In Detroit, where Jess, literally doesn't even want to be here, but had to show off her matching fingernails with Caleb Williams. Seattle may have some ball hawks, but where there are balls, there are asses. And where there are asses, there are ass hats. As they cover the field and stunk up Malik, howdy neighbors, leaving Steve to score big time with Brandon Aubrey Plaza. Nice. Steve put the S in IBS, winning a blowout 145 to 87.
Wow, Steve won?
Wow. Speaking of blowouts, earmuffs, Drew. Earmuffs.
I don't want to hear this.
Earmuffs. Drew and the Toots got James cooked as Drew realized his back Zach hurts, which led to Mikey asking, "Oh, your back hurts?" Because it's about to Jalen hurts, buddy. Mikey overfilled his Cooper Cup and just wouldn't stop even after Drew was left looking Noah Gray on the floor. It felt like a terrible Tyrod time loop as 110 wasn't even remotely close. Mikey put a cork in the Toots, winning 179 to 110.
Hold on, wait. I have to say something
You
about
can
this.
say
Hard
something.
stop real quick,
Hard
okay?
stop.
That motherfucker scored so many points on me. I looked at the board. I would have won 85% of those matches.
Yeah.
But Mikey, who scored 190 fucking points,
Put points likey to Mikey.
on a 16, fuck you, pointsy like the Mikey.
Points likey
Fuck
to
you.
Mikey. Winning 179 to 110. Royce, don't worry, you're last. To Arrowhead, where Danica Patrick Mahomes was moving fast and scoring with the fellas. Cam was scattabing, scattaboo! As he got Sparkles a big league with some help from Ramondre Lance Stevenson, blowing into Edwards' ear, whispering, "Cheer up, lad. Just a little McConkey on the head, eh?" As Sparkles was the Travis Hunter in this matchup, Sparkles honks while Edward gets bonked. Dunk. More on Bonky Edward in a second. 119 to 101. In Viva Las Vegas, where Orc went gambling. Aw, dang it. Devontae Adam family reunited in the end zone with against Darren. Darren tried to fire back with his Kanua, but it didn't have the firepower as one wrong turn, and you're surrounded by bears. -5 bears. The Dolphins might Tyreek, but Orc stands on that winner's hill as he and the 49ers struck gold. They struck gold. Orc butchered Dare Bear 105 to 71. We go below the belt as Cody tried to Kenneth Gainwell points. He suggested some arts and Tucker crafts, but he didn't realize April was Odunze with him. Rome Odunze with him. We're donezo with you, Cody. April let Lamar Jackson storm speed past Cody, letting him know that she wasn't gonna gives him a chance to win. You had a good run, Cody, but you're in the past now. Ka-chow. That's right. That's a Cars 3 villains pun. April is 2-0, like always. Again, 2-0, like always.
The hell, April.
2-0 again, like always. April, stop it. We love you. Stop. For the love of God, stop. She wins 128 to 103. To Houston, where Baker sailed the Mayfield to victory with some late game theatrics. Sal was hooked on a Keenan as Allen made quick work of the Raiders. Colleen tried to flash a glimpse of offense thanks to Jonathan Joy Taylor, but sadly for Colleen, didn't realize Dallas Buyer Club Goddard was missing from the field, from the game, because he didn't play. Check your lineups. Leaving Colleen in the Lion's Den. Sal? 2-0?
What?
Huh? Winning 125 to 105. And finally, we end in Pittsburgh, where Kenneth Johnny Walker was throwing back shots on Eric early.
Oh, dude, no. That's... come on, man. This is a little weird.
Eric, by the end of the morning, Slate was looking for a Justin Fields medic because Cuddlingus left his Cameron Dicker hurt. Royce went golf on Eric, leaving him to beg and tell Royce he couldn't handle DJ Moore points on him. It's getting weirdly sexual. So he left him as a big bruise on his backside, Irving in pain, as Royce gets his first win in the league. Royce, yeah! 1-1, winning 117-78 with a lot of sexual windows.
In the windows? Innuendos.
There's a lot of caffeine, course, and there's a lot of emotion going here.
Yeah.
And that is your week 2, cruising for a Bruce Irvin fantasy recap. There you go, Royce. How was it? On a scale. Beautiful. We got beautiful. I like the back shot. Yeah. I mean, you were giving them.
Yeah.
You were giving them, and he was taking them.
Dude.
A little horny to end week 2, but you know what? That's just what you were giving people.
We had a close match week 1, you and I, but I beat you. That's typically what I carry about.
Oh.
Getting what?
I didn't. Oh, no, I did. I did. Never mind. I was like, did I talk about mine? I think we should talk about mine because I won. I beat Tim. Put that in ink.
I got beat so bad.
At that point, though, it's like you would rather lose by a bajillion than lose by, I don't know, say like 2 points, Tim? 2 points?
You lost by 3 with me.
I know. I as somebody who knows, it hurts.
Anyway.
Sucks.
There you go. There's Taps and Takes for the week, baby.
It's Taps.
Remember to like and subscribe.
Tapped.
Helps us out. Big shout out to Grog's Traditional Irish Pub.
Shout out to Kittilingus over here.
Yeah. Go ahead and get yourself some drinking
to the Kittler.
Some dinner. All right. Enjoy the festivities at Grog's.
That's right.
And we'll be back next week.
You've heard of the Riddler. You're afraid of the Diddler. You haven't even seen the Kittler.
Yeah.
I'm trying to get him to laugh.
Anyways, it's time for us to go. Thank you so very much. Subscribe. We love you. Until next week, gotta go. Love you. Bye.
Subscribe.
Yo, 16 maniacs in one curse league. Chess trilogy. Sit down. Fantasy, game over, baby. Baby, all the fantasy, game over, baby. Bar Breast just said this league is trash. Big draft still handing out whiplash. Didn't download the app, call us gross online. But a team keeps winning, yo, that's a hate crime. Ass hat Steve, Malik, my chubba. Draft so bad it belongs in the gutter, bruh. Every lineup he sets just falls off quick. ESPN stamped him, certified sick. Yeah, that's right. Man can't quit our shit. Nope, not never, ever, never, never, never. Stuck in the do-over, curse forever. Can't quit our shit, bonds we sever. 60 clowns all losing together. Cody dropping nudes on a furry throw rug. Discuss upside down pineapples, bruh, no hug. Apples glitter on crown, sitting shiny and true. While Sal's too all like who knew? Fast Eddie's pink, looking shaky at best. Sparkle still spark, but can't pass the test. Rick talking slick like he runs his biz, but his record's mid-tier. Sit down, my kid. Can't quit our shit, nope, not never. Blood oath made, yeah, we're stuck together. Can't quit our shit, game over, clever. Do over fantasy, the dumbest endeavor. Tim got tattoos, but his roster's weak. Bench so thin it can't last a week. Darren Dragon Toes, 0-2 on the sheet. 2 steps behind and 2 games beat. Royce repping Bronx, pouring beer on draft night. Kittilingus roster drunk, but the vibes feel right. Juice just my good, sound sloppy as hell. But at least when he loses, we can smell the L. Elliot's droopies don't even start. Cap King, but his squad fell apart. Cully sitting 0-2, but she clapped backs fast. Dropping shade in the chat, making burn marks. Last 16 freaks in a league this dumb, but we signed in blood. Can't quit, you're done. Laugh, cry, lose, repeat till we rot. It's the do-over league, and y'all forgot. This ain't strategy, it's chaos on tap. Whole damn league is a comedy act. Try to quit, nah, contracts tight. You'll die in this chat, still arguing at night. Do over, live every week. Listen up, y'all. Elliot's recap is sleek. Taps and Takes, baby, we breathe.